Hello there everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome once again to the Dark Pictures anthology Switchback for PlayStation VR 2. Now this game is a little bit of a sore spot for me, a little bit of a point of contention for this channel in particular, because when I covered this game originally when it came out, I did receive quite a lot of fair criticism because I didn't call out the issues within the game. Issues like the visual quality, the resolution, the blurriness. There was pop-in for a lot of people, not something that I particularly experienced, but the game launched and didn't look for a lot of people like a PSVR 2 game. Now people were mad at me because in my video I was having a good time and I didn't call out those features. Now that's a issue with me personally. A lot of the time I forget that my channel has the audience that it has and I just play games, enjoy games and throw them up online. I forget to look at them through a critical lens and show you guys, I guess, the downfalls and the drawbacks of things like visuals. Things that I don't necessarily focus on myself. I'm kind of in the game for the experience and for the fun, but I know that it means a lot to other people and I know that there are people who watch my channel and use it as a point of reference for whether they should spend their hard-earned money. So in that instance, I had a good time with Switchback, but I failed my audience by not calling out the things that other people might not appreciate and might not be happy with if they'd spent their money on. Today, I'm jumping back in to check it out with the most recent patch. Now, Supermassive Games have done a huge amount of work, and today they're releasing a patch which should fix a lot of people's issues. Now, this patch contains foveated rendering, FSR, temporal anti-aliasing, better textures, better animations, better pathing, better load times, all kinds of improvements that should hopefully make Switchback the game everyone wanted it to be at launch. So let's check it out. I'm going to jump in now and play through probably 2 levels and I'll just honestly talk about what's changed. Immediately I can tell, even in this menu, that things are sharper. These colours pop, the writing is a lot crisper, and I can already see the foveated rendering working as I'm looking around. I can see in the corner of my eyes things becoming out of focus, and then as I look directly at something, it's really, really sharp. Let's jump in. Let's see what the game looks like now. Okay, now immediately, this is much crisper. Now these little train scenes, originally when I played it, they were extremely blurry, and I actually hypothesized that it was because they were trying to make it look like a dream sequence. Obviously that isn't the case because now it looks crisp. I can actually see people's faces now. I would say it still doesn't look on par with like the very best PSVR 2 games out there, like Horizon, Call of Mountain, etc. But it doesn't have that kind of margarine-y, foggy blur to it anymore. That's all immediately gone. Yeah, that's really, really evident with that girl's face over there. I didn't think she had a face before, but she's definitely got a face now. Hello. Okay, here we go. Now, I've just learnt something really annoying. I clicked New Game because I wanted to see like the opening cutscenes to test them out, to see what they look like. But I didn't realise that clicking New Game would delete my ability to play through any of the old levels, or any of the levels I've completed. Because I've completed the game, but now I can't revisit any of the levels. I have to beat the game again. So I was going to pick some specific levels and showcase them, but I guess we'll play the first 2 in the campaign. Now, immediately, foveated rendering is really obvious. It's very clear when I'm looking at something. It's really crisp. Like the gun looks much crisper than it ever did before, and actually the score counter looks really, really well defined. In general, there's kind of a layer of fogginess that was present in the original release, which is what I think made it look a lot like a PSVR 1 game. That no longer seems to be here. Yeah, that looks a lot crisper. It looks darker, actually, the game. In general. Let's have a look at these enemies. So they've got like some new animations for like hit detection and stuff, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to see that off the bat because I don't really have a point of comparison. Everything just looks far more defined, I guess, than it did before. Much less foggy. Much less blurry. And the textures on the characters aren't quite as muddy as well. I'm going to have to let a zombie get quite close to me, aren't I, to really see it. Yeah, the character models, they look a lot nicer, look a lot crisper. Less muddy, I think, is probably the best way to put it. Yeah, those gun models look much better now. Hands as well. Just really well defined, really crisp. Everything just looks much more crisp. You can really see the foveated rendering. It's very obvious. Let's get rid of him. Very, very obvious. Duck, 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 duck. I'm terrible at ducking past those. I never duck far enough. Hit my head every single bloody time. Hey! Up. Duck, duck, duck. Just stay ducked, stay ducked. Just keep shooting. Hope for the best. Hope for the best. They've definitely done some work on textures, resolution, clearing up the blurriness, and just sharpening it all up. It's very, very apparent. Lighting looks much, much better now. Much, much better. Hell yeah. Doesn't sound like they've done anything sound-wise. The guns still sound like they did before. I know that was a complaint for some people. I kind of like how they sound. They sound like fairground, like amusement park guns, rather than trying to sound like real big, chunky, punchy guns. They have this kind of toy sound to them. And I feel like that's kind of intentional, and I quite like it. But I know some people didn't like it. So yeah, sound design feels the same. Sounds the same. But visually, much clearer. Come on, I've played this level. Hello. Boom. Oh, that's a glitch. There's a bullet. Oh, I can eat it. Now, I think I'll just play this level and the next one, so the two Man and Medan levels. There's some cool bits in those. You've got the Don't Blink section in the next level, and this is just a nice kind of chill reminder of how to play the game for me, really. But I don't need this video to be long. Just want to talk a little bit about whether this patch and these changes are immediately visible. They are. They definitely are. Whether there'll be enough for everyone is going to be down to the person. I mean, this doesn't look like a remaster. It doesn't look like an entirely new game. It does just look a lot sharper. So I never noticed that before. The blood splatter across the wall there. Come on, rats. Yeah, it's not like a remaster, like a HD new version kind of thing. But I think you will definitely notice the difference if you played the game pre-patch and then you play it post-patch. I guess the only problem with a game like this is kind of once you've seen the scares, you've seen the scares. So, like, repeat playthroughs aren't going to hit you in the same way. But that was the same for Rush of Blood. Like, a lot of the enjoyment I got out of that game was throwing people into it, like unsuspecting friends, and seeing how they reacted to it. Once I'd played through it and pooed myself, many times, I would put friends in and, you know, just see how they react. But you can never match the first time that you play this game, or one of these games. That's always the best time, all the little jump scares, all the spooky moments. Slimy corridor. I mean, this stuff still looks quite jaggy. This hasn't... hello there, sir! Being sick all over my face. Stop it. Oh, hello. Forgot about you. Get dead. Yeah, as I say, it's not like a... It's like a full-on remaster or remake. But this is definitely how it should have looked when it launched. This section looks lighter. I can kind of see these creatures a lot more clearly now. Yeah, definitely see them a lot more clearly. Gameplay-wise, it's exactly the same. I wasn't expecting it to not be, but I think if there's anyone out there who is hoping for some kind of big gameplay changes, it's worth just noting that it's the same game, you know, it's still Switchback. It still plays and feels like Switchback. And you probably shouldn't come in expecting anything different to that. Switchback, but if it looked like a PSVR 2 game, you know? Hello. Come off it. Thank you very much. The blacks are definitely blacker. in this. It's, yeah, it looks a lot darker. But I think, again, that's because that original release had a tendency to look quite blue. Blue and grey. It was quite foggy. Go, 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 go. Oh, I cannot blow that up? I thought I could blow that up. I'm pretty sure I can. Yeah, I can. Take that, boat. I hate you. Yeah, textures look a lot better. Like, they look... Ay, ay, ay. Much crisper. Oh, God, I'm going to die. Nearly. Jesus Christ. Yeah, the dark bits look really dark now. Because there was like this kind of... It was like a filter over the entire game before that made it all look kind of blue, grey, and a tiny bit blurry, or a lot blurry, depending on who you are. It didn't bother me too much, but again, I was here for just the silly shooting roller coaster game. And it gave me that, and I had fun with it, but I am glad it looks better now. Like, those lightning forks look much better now. Jesus. Yeah, much better. All these little particles. Yeah, it just looks better. There's no two ways about it. Like, it just looks a darn sight better. The lighting on the fire and stuff is miles better than it was before. Holy crap! Demons, ceiling demons. Come on, stay back. Ah! Get out of here! Get out of here! I'm noticing, like, the flash from... Oh! Flash from the muzzles, the guns, lighting up the environments much better as well. It's a lot more impactful. So I'm seeing that light kind of, like, really bouncing around the environments. Just makes it feel a bit more believable, I guess. Floating coffin room. My favourite. And I think the coffins are filled with shit. Delicious. Yeah, lighting's much better. Much, much better. Oh, yeah, that was really impactful. Okay, yeah. They've done a lot of work. It's a good patch. It's just a shame that it for a lot of people, it might be too little too late kind of thing. I know what kind of video game audiences are like, and people in general, like, if they're not happy with that first experience, that initial reaction, it's hard to win them back round or get them to reinvest some time or money maybe again, because a lot of people might have refunded it. To get them to take another punt on it is hard. It's a big ask, and I get it. Like, I've been burnt on things and been like, no, I'm not doing that again. First impressions mean a lot. Oh, bugger off. Bugger off, you. So this is definitely what it should have looked like when it launched. 100%. Just more alive. Ooh, yay. More crisp, more clear. Right, I'm going to not save this guy. I saved him last time, so I know what that's like. I'm going to kill him. I'm just going to leave. Bye, mate. I saved you last time. Don't want to save you this time. I want you to drown. Sucks to be you. Oh, wait. Maybe that counts as abandoning him, not killing him. Either way, it's funny. Yeah, these scenes are much better. I honestly thought it was a creative decision to make them so blurry. I kind of was defending the game like, oh, I think it's blurry because it's a flashback. They're doing it as a choice. Now I feel so dumb. It clearly wasn't a choice. Holy dick. Right, I think I'm going to leave it here. This didn't have to be a long video. I didn't want it to be a long video. I just wanted to take an opportunity to talk about the Switchback patch and see if it fixed the issues, oh, here we go, that a lot of people had with the game at launch. Got to do the blinking thing now. For God's sake, the jam-covered mannequins. Alright, yeah. Do your stuff. Come on now. Let's just get this over and done with, right? Yep, nice. Yep. Great. Stupid blinky bastards. Stupid blinky bastards. Anyone else? Put some clothes on. Right, so has the Switchback patch fixed the issues that a lot of people had at launch? I think it has. I think for a lot of people, this is now the product it should have been at launch. I think a lot of people will be happy with this result. However, I also have another thought. If you didn't like Switchback pre-patch, maybe the gameplay didn't excite you, and the visual issues just kind of compounded that, I don't think this new patch is necessarily going to make you like the game. The game feels the same. It's the same game to play. The jump scares are the same. The pacing's the same. The chunkiness of the guns, the audio design, it's all the same. All that's different is it looks better. You know, it looks cleaner. It looks crisper. The lighting is better. The foveated rendering is doing some great stuff. The dark sections look much darker, and the light sections look much lighter. The textures, the character models are a lot better, a lot crisper, more well defined. You can see little details on them. So gameplay wise, if you didn't enjoy Switchback, the patch isn't going to change that for you. It will be the same experience. The game is the same, but visually and in terms of performance and loading times and pop-in, that stuff has been rectified. I don't think it's on the level of a lot of other PSVR 2 games. I've said that. I don't think this has gone fully like next-gen VR. I don't think it looks as good as hello everyone, as Saints and Sinners or Red Matter 2 or Horizon Call of the Mountain, but it does look a lot better. Like the textures on these faces now, it's miles better than it was before. It's a huge leap forward, and I think that is a great thing, but I do wonder, is it too little too late? Have the bridges been burned for too many potential Switchback enjoyers who now won't give it another shot? I don't know. Maybe. What do you think, Mr. Man? Waiting in the shadows. There he is. Hello. Come on. Yeah, textures are so much better. Bloody heck. She looks like she's got a different face now. Come closer to me. Come closer to me, demon lady. I'd like to see your face. But only when you look like that, not when you look the other way. Come closer. No, no, not like that. Like that. I think she's got a different face now. Hello. Oh my god, hello there, lady. She looks so much better. So much better. Take care, guys. See you soon. Bye-bye. We've got to get one Scooby-Doo run in this, haven't we? One little Scooby-Doo run. Here she comes. Here she comes. Here she comes. Come on, show us that Scooby-Doo run of yours. Scooby-Doo villain. Off you go. Come on. There it is. Scooby-Doo villain. I love it.